Incredibles 2 is the fantastic follow-up to the successful Disney Pixar film about a family of superheroes that must save the world from evil villains. Now, the filmmakers, they do bring back most of the fan-favorite characters from the original, while also bringing in new characters to shake things up a bit.
Just like the original, the story focuses on the Parr family and their struggles to survive, literally and figuratively.
Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, and Frozone, they're approached by a new character, Winston Deavor, who's a media mogul that wants to improve the superheroes' image in the world and make them legal again. You know, think Jason Bateman's character from Hancock.
Bob Odenkirk does a great job of voicing Winston and adding his Saul Goodman sleaze to a character that teeters right on the edge of is he good or is he bad?
Winston's plan focuses on Elastigirl being the face of superheroes, which leaves Mr. Incredible the ultimate task of taking care of the kids at home.
There are some super giggle bits throughout this film. Most of them involve Mr. Incredible struggling to raise the kids.
The movie succeeds best when it diverts from its traditional superhero elements and focuses on more everyday struggles like parenthood and high school romances.
Baby Jack steals the show every scene he's in, especially when he's mimicking Edna Mode. Now, the best scene of all is the fight scene between Jack and a raccoon that could have easily been one of the opening short films, it was so good.
The main villain this time around is the Screen Slaver. Now, he hypnotizes people through the use of electronic images to electronic screens. His evil plan is to make superheroes look like the bad guys, so people won't be dependent on them anymore.
For a cartoon, there was tons of action, and the CGI in Pixar movies has gotten so good that the action scenes really get your blood pumping like in real life. The Screen Slaver takes control of a train and one scene in a helicopter another. It leads to some pretty cool chases and helicopter crashes.
There wasn't a whole lot here to keep me on the edge of my seat. It's a Pixar movie, so if a character survives the first 10 minutes of the film, they're probably going to survive through the end. And it's also a superhero movie, and the superheroes, they always survive. So that, takes the fun out of it.
There was one fight sequence that would have been great in any movie. Elastigirl fights the Screen Slave on this cube that's covered in these hypno lights all pulsing while the action is happening. It was pretty good.
With all of this hypnosis stuff, especially when they were using a lot of flashing lights, it did hurt my eyes a little, so people with epilepsy, be warned.
That's not to say that Incredibles 2 wasn't entertaining, it just nothing stood out from all the other superhero movies these days. I expected more from Pixar. Except for the Toy Story franchise that just got better with each film, Pixar sequels always seem to be rather lackluster. Incredibles 2 does a better job at recapturing the magic of the original, but it's still not peak Pixar. It's probably due to the overabundance of superhero movies that come in and year out. With all the DC movies and the Marvel movies and the TV shows, The Incredibles just aren't as special as they were back in 2004.
I loved the Parr family the first time around, and I gladly welcomed them back into my life. 1 point off for the epilepsy lights. 9 out of 10.
This movie was action-packed, and it doesn't even matter if it was cartoon action, it kicked some serious butt. 9 out of 10.
It's good for what it is, but with the glut of superhero movies these days, Pixar really needed to step up the game to be its usual juggernaut, but didn't quite get there. This is still more entertaining than other movies, though. 7 out of 10.
There were a ton of giggle bits throughout the film. My favorites probably went over the kiddies' heads. Not to say there's not enough laughs for all ages. Jack and the rest of the Parr family get a 9 out of 10.
For a movie about superheroes that includes Incredible in the title, the story overall was pretty lackluster. 6 out of 10. We here at Who's Review gave Incredibles 2 the overall rating of par for the course. Pixar delivers once again with a great action-packed movie that is entertaining for audiences of all ages. However, a lot has changed in the movie landscape since the original came out in 2004. Superhero movies are coming out like once a week now. So while Incredibles 2 is entertaining, it's just not as magical as the first one was. It feels more the same. Well, there you have it. That's a review of Incredibles 2. Have you seen it? What do you think? Are we way off? Right on. Let us know in the comment section below and we'll check it out and respond. As always, if you want to stay up to date on all things Who's Review, make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and most importantly of all, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We thank you guys for checking us out here at Who's Review, where everyone's a critic. The main villain